production. What's going on? What's going on? It's the one and only Sir Yeetus. And I am here to give you your daily dose of red pills. It's very cold right now where I'm at. It is beyond cold. I just came back from the store and I just can't feel my tips of my fingers right now. But I'll live. Who I have with me is the one and only Rishi.
Yo, Jack Murphy in the house.
Are you dead ass right now?
Oh, what's up, everybody? What's up?
What is going on? It's going to be an interesting live stream today. Very interesting.
Shit, you said it's getting cold where you're at, bro. It's getting cold where I am, bro. Starting to get that point of time of year, bro. Hate
It
it.
is. Unless you're closer to Canada than me.
Nah, I don't think I have it as bad as you, dude.
All right. Okay. Not that cold. It's not that cold. Okay. Unless you talk about the wind chill or something. All right. Let's look through the comments right quick before we begin. Yeah. Yep. Yeet. Adapt and overcome. Adapting by acknowledging the fact that it ain't like the time of your grandparents. Exactly. Dying alone is a real possibility for large chunks of Gen Y onwards. Coming to terms with that is paramount. That is one of the smartest comments I've heard in a while. Don't you agree, Rishi?
Yeah.
Hey, it is a huge chance that your relationship won't last. And there will be a time that you may have to handle being alone.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, women won't. They won't get that. Um, can you hear me pretty well though?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. I don't want to, start pronouncing my P's and it sounds like grenades are going off.
Get down.
Cause my own PTSD.
It's like the Russians dropping a cluster bomb. Get down!
Oh man. Oh man. I start like choking out my little brother. Like, what are you doing? They're in the trees, man.
They're in the trees.
Oh,
They're everywhere.
how'd you get into my house? Mayor Mercules, what's going on, man? Welcome. I'm glad you're able to join the stream today. Even most other men could give a rat's ass what you are going through, which is true. Which is true. It's just that men, they can relate more to other men. They have a bit more empathy than women. Believe me. We are alone in our successes and failures. People only want to be a part of your life when you are succeeding. That's true. Either they want to have a slice of your success or they're just straight up jealous. They're envious. I've dealt with that personally. They leave you when you start to fail. Yeah, because the unfortunate truth about a man's life is how much he can produce. What's his value? That's the epitome of a man's life. It's fucked up, but that's pretty much what it is. No, not towards yourself. Yourself, you have inner meaning, but to other people, they just want to know what can you produce for them. Am I wrong, Rishi?
Yep. Not wrong at all, bro. It's most people just think about themselves. It's the unfortunate truth. Most people are like, what can you do for me? You know.
Yep.
And not saying that's wrong, but like that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Even from your own family. Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? They're probably more hidden about it, but even your own family will leech upon you, even when it's something as simple as getting a grandchild. Okay, they don't want you to have kids because you want to have kids. They want you to have kids because they want to be grandparents or they want to be aunties or uncles. I've seen it personally. Thank God I never had to go through that. I don't plan to. Um, let's keep going. Yo, Sir Yeetus, good day so far. Finishing the gym this morning and getting that paper. That's what you need to do. Get them gains and get that money. Okay, you gotta do it. You gotta do it for you. If you focus on you, or you become the best version of yourself. All right. You don't have to be a Chad. Just be the best possible version of yourself. Constantly focus on working on yourself. The Puniti will follow. Best believe. If you care about it or not. That's a big thing. All right, let's go to the next one. How's my stream too early? You rather want me to go back to 7 a.m. again? We can go early. We can start streaming at 2 o'clock in the morning where you at. Talking about too early. Mayor Mercury's again. That's why I preach building yourself, building your castle, and building your kingdom. No one will help you unless you can help yourself. And at that, you don't need the help. Exactly. It's like the Bible verse. I don't know the exact verse, but saying that, hey, you feed a man a fish, he's fed for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, he can be fed for a lifetime. Do. That guy Pete again, the Grim Reality Brothers. Few to none outside that front door of your house care about you or your struggles. So if anyone must care, might as well be you. Yes. You look out for you. You
Yep.
look out for you. You know, not saying you can't have any type of alliances with friends. I highly advise being friends with women. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't have your best interest at heart. But
No.
men know inherently that at times we have no choice but to work together, or everybody loses. There will be no winner. Wait, what are you going to say, Rishi?
No, it's like they're biologically, incentivized to pretty much jump on the next pole just
Yep.
because, it's more advantageous. So,
They always think the grass is greener on the other side until they go too far and they overestimate themselves, and then bam, they've been hopping from pole to pole for decades. And then when they get turned down by that Chad, they're single and alone. It's too late. Now they have to settle with a simp that they despise, but she has no choice. Because there's no way in hell that she wants to be alone or try to survive alone for the rest of her days. So, just have to throw out that knowledge. Gunsight. Women don't love men for who they are. They love men for what they can provide. Yes, that is one of the red pill commandments. You once you understand that, you're pretty much red pilled. You're pretty much red pilled right there. um, yes, definitely put yourself first, but don't be greedy yourself. Try to do the right thing no matter what. The right thing for you or the right thing for the group. You gotta specify. Do. Wait. I'm not for that right now. Family can be understandable. Everybody must support the other, but the unrelated by blood is by your own choice. Family can be understandable, but at times they're not. They're not. Let's keep it. Let's keep it 1,000,000%. You know, one of the main reasons, two main reasons, two that I've seen that a man and a woman will have a child is A, for just pretty much spreading the seed, spreading the family name, or B, to ride on your coattails of success if you do become successful. All right, because who's going to take care of your elderly mom or dad once it gets to that point in your life? You will have to take care of them, right? I'm sure no parents wants to get sent to a nursing home. Have you heard of parents be wanting to be sent to a nursing home, Rishi?
Nope, I haven't.
They rely on you as their son, not really their daughter, because their daughter, once they're married, her responsibility is her husband's family. But when it comes to the son, they rely on the son to take care of them once they reach that age. All right, I'm gonna keep going down real quick. Island Hermit has returned. When I say the right thing, no matter what I mean, like, don't be out here there breaking laws and getting into trouble. Oh yeah, I agree. Just because you're out here surviving on your own, you have to adapt and survive. It doesn't mean you can go ape shit and just start
Yeah,
punching bitches down the street. Like,
just start blasting. You can't do that.
it's either me or you, brother. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Damn.
I just asked you want to go get ice cream. What the fuck?
Island Hermit, the supreme gentleman.
Oh man, integrity is gone in Western society these days. It's gone. It's gone. Only members like the Warband or people that are MGTOW stuff, they have a little bit of integrity because they can actually point out and call out the bullshit of the gynocentric society today, of how it's literally ruining men, it's ruining society. We're not just gonna bend the knee and just say, "Oh yeah, okay, it's cool." Let's just let's let these modern women run shit, even though they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oh, I knew it. Undead Chronic.
Let's go.
I'm a blaster fool. Bam, bam, bam. Knowing Chronic, he would.
Blasting cooks. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam.
It'd be Undead Chronic versus a turkey. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble. Shit.
What's your set, cuz?
I gotta get out of here for that.
You Warband? I don't like y'all. Oh man.
Oh shit! Chronic got Darnell. Yo, fool, we gotta bounce.
Yo, Chronic rolling in deep. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that fool crazy. Oh shit. He ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? No, he ready. He ready to put us under. Jeez. I don't want to get buried.
Oh man. Bam, bam, bam.
Warband turkey better square up. Oh, that's too funny. Oh shit. Oh man, this is a great stream so far. I like the participation. Hold on, let me see. You can't trust normies, male or female. Always try to take advantage of them like the infidels they are. Holy shit. We're using strong words today, but you're not wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little poll. I'm gonna do a poll right quick, y'all. You can take over from me real quick, Rishi. I'm gonna type this right quick.
Alright. Yo. What's up? Island Hermit. After you guys make dinosaurs in the hood, you guys can do turkeys in the hood next. Yeah, we could. What would the story be about, though? Because the turkeys would be like the gang members. But, like, what would the others be? Maybe we can have, like, pigs as, like, the white woman. And we could have, or we could, we could have bears, lions, because we would have to do like North American animals, I think. We could connect the two films too. Be like, my past ancestors were dinosaurs. We was dinos. We was dinos.
Yeah, okay. Cosmetic lines, conservation mode.
Pigs, warthogs, and boars. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Yeah, definitely for sure. Like, here's the thing, boys. If we ever set up like a movie studio, like our Red Pill movie studio, we'd have people like flocking to us to make like Red Pill movies, like actual Red Pill movies. Like we could probably have Ethan Van Skybers. We could do the Cyber Frog movie. We could do our own movies. Like we could do like I don't know. We could do a lot of things, honestly. Like there's no shortage of material we can adapt.
But I completed my questionnaire. All right, everybody, go ahead and vote. I want the chat to participate. Did modern women cause men to adapt and go into self-preservation mode, aka MGTOW stuff?
We can do the
Is
Undead Chronic movie.
We'll focus on that later when he reaches Dwayne the Rock Johnson status. Okay.
Once we get him in Fortnite, bro. Once we get an Undead Chronic skin.
I know that guy, Pete. But just answer the question. Just answer the question because I'm about to go into detail soon. Did model women cause men to adapt and go into self-preservation mode? I'm talking about just model women in general. I know there's more to it, but I'm just making it as simple as possible. I'm oversimplifying it pretty much.
Do you think we'll get the stream taken down if we show like a Fortnite clip?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And
I don't want to take the risk.
How do people like play it though?
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't want to take the risk. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Maybe.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to stream and show it.
Cause I don't want Epic Games to be like, this skeleton cunt. Take his live stream down.
Well, people have like had videos recording it, so I don't think they're not taking videos down. They want people to know about it.
But once again, chat, this is only an oversimplification, okay? I know there's a lot more that goes into it. Just do the poll so I can go into the details. Don't think too hard into it, okay? just vote. I will give you the details. Don't worry about that. But Rishi, do you have anything for the topic at hand that I'm about to talk about when it comes to men today have no choice but to adapt and survive in the new climate?
Um, nah, let's just jump into it.
Let's just jump into it.
Let's just jump into it.
Okay. Today's topic is modern men, not modern men, but men in general, okay? Men have no choice but to adapt and survive to in today's climate, right? So, what do I mean by that? I mean that we're going to go to the beginning where all those years ago in the beginning of time, right? Men, we have to adapt to the adversity or danger that comes at us. That's how we survived as a species, okay? That's how men are on the forefront of combat and all that stuff. We have to adapt or perish, okay? We are in way more danger than women, okay? I still don't get why women want to fight for the right to die in war and stuff, but whatever. But in today's climate, right, there's more and more men walking away more than ever, right, with MGTOW and Red Pill and stuff. But I want to get into the details of why. All right, I'm gonna give a few details. First things first is even interacting with a woman. Okay, if you go and approach a woman and she doesn't deem you as a Chad or Tyrone, she's going to automatically assume you're some type of creep or stalker or whatever it is. And she will do some irrational shit because remember, women are emotional. They'll say some crazy shit to make you feel bad or whatever just for approaching her to the point where your reputation is in danger, or if she wants to push it far enough, she can put you in jail. Put you in jail, put you in handcuffs just for approaching a woman, especially at night. Okay. The fact that we get in trouble for just approaching a woman at night, just as like, hey, let me talk to you, probably outside the nightclub or whatever. If you're not part of her unrealistic standards, she would just assume the worst and think that you're trying to do some stupid shit towards her. And then bam, your reputation and or your freedom is fucked. And you will be like, how the hell did I end up in a jail cell? And that has happened plenty of times before. That is one of the reasons. Second reason, getting into a relationship in the first place. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Sir Yeetus? I'll explain. You don't even have to marry the girl, okay? That's another reason. But just get into a relationship alone, like moving in together. The woman has so much power. It's not even funny. To the point where, like, oh, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, blah blah blah. Nag the hell out of your ear. You know, and a man, a simp, I'll say simp, will do their best to try to make her happy, try to please her. You know, and then if she gets sick of you, or she branches off to another shlong, and depending how long you've been living with her, in various states, they can consider you as married. Or she can somehow have some type of claim to the house. And how do they do that? There are stories where women purposely start fights to the point where it may or may not get violent. And even if she puts her hands on you, the cops aren't going to believe you. They're going to believe her. So when you defend yourself, you're the one that has to get kicked out of the house or out of the apartment. And she stays, not you. And I've seen it personally. And there's also other stories of that happening. Okay. And then we're going to push over to the marriage, divorce, child support, alimony. A man has virtually no chance unless he can actually have some solid proof that she was having some infidelity in the marriage. or she can't take care of her kids for shit. Like she will literally have to be on some type of drugs or something. Like that's how hardcore your evidence has to be to have the odds be within your favor. But when a woman takes you to divorce or family courts and stuff, you lost. You literally you literally lost. Especially if she makes less than you. That'll make it even a lot worse. Okay. And when it comes to men trying to adapt and survive, how can he survive in the first place if the person he's trying to create a future with is able to destroy him just like that? And he has to start all over again from the bottom. Decades of work gone. It's not because, oh, if she would divorce me or not. It's the fact that she can divorce you whenever she feels like it. She has the capability to do it at any time. I'm sure you guys seen the news. No matter how young or how old, men of all backgrounds, ages, race, all that stuff, they got thrown under the bus, especially within the last 5 years. So now other men, like us, men that hasn't gotten married yet, or haven't had any kids yet, we're looking in horror. We're like, holy shit! Look what's going on right now when we even interact with a woman. It's insane. And she can do this just because she can. And of course, they're like, "Oh, well, it's not all women's fault. She's taking advantage of the system." I agree. You gotta blame the gynocentric system as well. They're both pretty much working together just to destroy men. They want you to be that workhorse for decades, and then just rip all that hard work, finances, all that stuff, rip it all away from you, and just give it to her. Why would a man want to go through that? Why? On top of that, she's able to take her kids. And then she's gonna go and probably date some fucking bum or a convict. And now your kids are around a bum or a convict. Ain't that some shit? Then let's push even further. She's gonna lie to them kids. She's gonna brainwash the kids, saying that you're at fault. The man's at fault that he's not around. He chooses not to come. He chooses not to come around, even though she purposely keeps you away from them. So the end game for a man that wants to go the traditional route still in 2021 is his house is gone, his car is gone, his dog is gone. He has to pay alimony until she gets married again. He has to pay child support, a ridiculous amount depending on how much you make. She's going around exposing your kids to all these fucking Pookies and Ray Rays, Chad and Tyrones. And then she's going to blame the entire situation on that man. That your kids are probably fucked up or traumatized of the shit that they have to go through. And their dad wasn't there. Not because he chose not to. It's because the mother kept him away. And if you can't even keep up with the child support payments or whatever, or if you get too close to her and like she feels scared, she can throw you in jail. So bam, no job, no kids, no marriage, no house, no dog, no nothing, no money, no work. He just cast aside. He's just thrown away. And that's many of the men that you meet, the homeless men you see on the street. That's the end game for a man that still wants to be traditional in 2021. And then they have the audacity to ask why. Men are walking away and trying to have self preservation. They're trying to save themselves. It's gotten that bad. And I'm sure you guys heard it all the time with other men. No, I don't want to go through what he went through. I want to do I want to do my own thing now. We deem women as the danger now. It's fucked up, but it is what it is. Okay. To go back to my original point, Men, we adapt to adversity and danger. In 2021, we deem women as that danger. And what do men do to danger and adversity? We adapt. We adapt very quickly. And I don't think that's what the government or modern women anticipated. It's men walking away as a whole, just like, no, fuck that. They really think that men are that dumb to fall for the puniti. But no, there's actually men out here to say, no, fuck that. I'm gonna do me for me, okay? My dream of having a white picket fence house and all that stuff, it's all gone. Just thrown away because I don't feel safe. I really feel like my life, my literal life is in danger whenever I interact with a modern woman. Because at any time, she could ruin me with no fucking mercy. She will laugh in your face while you get carried away in handcuffs. She will laugh in your face while you're getting kicked out of your own house that you paid for. She will laugh in your face when she takes away the kids that you guys created and goes to a different state and you will never see them again for the next 18 years. And she won't even apologize when she is outed for the bullshit that she will put a man through for decades. She will really feel that she was not in the wrong the whole time. And then modern women and these sip men act all shocked. But man is like, fuck all that. I'm doing me. Fuck you. What you gotta say, Rishi?
Yep. It's all the consequences of this shit that's been happening for what? Almost a century? Nah,
60 years, I think.
60 years. I mean, are you really surprised that guys are like walking away at this point of the rigged game you've set up to pretty much extort him? It's extortion racket. It's what it is, gentlemen. And, there are examples of even like ultra famous guys like Robin Williams. Someone mentioned him in chat, you know. He didn't self-delete because he was like depressed. He did it because he had like three broads extorting him, and he had to just keep on doing shitty movie after shitty movie just to keep up with the payments. But they didn't fucking care about his well-being. No.
I agree. I agree 1,000,000%. Because I'm like, well, what do you ladies expect that a man will be punished severely if he does anything with a model woman? Anything. One false step, he is fucked. He's punished. And she knows this. That's why modern women, they use that to their advantage to extort any man that they can. They literally extort the situation because they're like, you know what? Nothing's really gonna happen to me. Let me just baby trap him so I can get some child support. Let me just take his money because I'm not happy. Oh, let me just increase the child support so he can't even pay for it anymore, so he gets thrown in jail. And the list just goes on and on. Let me just make his kids hate him for the next 20 years because I don't feel like I did nothing wrong. I don't have to hold accountability. Oh, he wants to come over to the house to see his kids. Let me just call the cops because he's threatening me, quote unquote, or the restraining orders because I know about women having restraining orders and shit just because out of spite and throw him in jail for that as well. Let me be the talk of the town and ruin his reputation on social media or in person, saying, oh, he's a bad father, he's a shit father, he was a shit husband, he was an abusive husband, he did some bad things, this and this and this and that. And then they have the audacity to act shocked when men are like, fuck every single one of you, I'm out. It's crazy, man.
Yep.
But what does the chat has to say? Let me check the chat real quick. I know where that came from. Danger Zone. When my mom moved in her house, the base Romanian neighbor said kids of divorce are fucked up. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Do. Oh, how their lives are so hard and we men are so privileged in the eyes of deluded. Exactly. Notice how the most privileged sound so oppressed when we treat them as equals. I repeat, the most privileged feels very oppressed when we treat them equally. That's a model woman for you. They can't handle a week in our world based on the actual documentary that was made. But they want to have our benefits. They want to have our rights that we died for, fought for. And they rarely had to shed blood. Rarely. Just like what Rishi said, the game is rigged. It is beyond rigged. Why partake in a rigged game that's against you? You're just gonna walk away. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on adoptions? Depends on the situation. Like I'm not against adoptions. Like, well, what do you say, Rishi?
I don't know.
I'm not really against it.
If you're like a good person, I don't want to say good person. I'd say it takes a kind of person to want to adopt a child instead of having a child.
I agree.
But you can do it. That's like,
But especially for people that can't have kids.
Yeah.
That's a different story. But hey, kids got to be taken care of somehow, and adoption is a decent avenue, even though there's some parents that adopt don't have the best interests at heart. All right, we're going to jump into the call-ins now because our segment's pretty much over. I got it off my chest.
Yep.
I'm going to post this right quick, though. Oh, shit. Your spamming game is on point. But if you guys want to support the channel, the Warband, please click on the link that is on top of the chat at paypal.me/Yeetus. All the money will go towards the Warband and the production. Because of you guys, actually, I got a sweet outro now. Rishi, you saw it, right?
Yeah.
That was a pretty nice outro, and it's all thanks to you guys donating, and I am very appreciative about it. I really am. Because all the money is going to go towards to the production of the channel or whatever the Warband needs. We're trying to give the best quality videos for you guys. Who's Mr. T? Oh boy. All right, man, you ready?
Yeah. Let's just jump into it.
Okay. What's going on, man?
Oh, I pity the fool. I pity the fool who thinks he can go out there and get himself a woman and not get burned.
Who is this?
Mr.
I'm
T.
Mr. T, you fool.
Oh, stop it.
Who do you think I am? Look at me. I've got my chains. I got my mohawk. I got my manly beard and my manly chest. I pity the fool who don't know who Mr. T is. You definitely are not part of the A team.
What about the AA team, Mr. T?
Or the AARP team.
AARP? Are you saying Mr. T's an old fucker?
Well, yeah.
Well, you're right.
Oh, what's your
Well, you're dead.
Oh
Well, that
shit.
doesn't matter.
Oh damn. All right. He came in, he woke up and chose violence.
No, you're dead. You're a skeleton.
He's like, well, you're dead. Shit. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. That just came out of nowhere. I'm sorry.
Hey, Rishi.
Yep.
Where's that turkey? I'm hungry.
What the fuck?
You gotta catch him, bro.
Oh, I pity that turkey. I'd catch him, and I'd get some mashed potatoes and gravy, and then I'd stuff him.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Do you have anything for the topic today when it comes to men?
Well, a man needs to adapt and overcome. I pity the fool who can't adapt and overcome. Living under a bridge or
Is this True Blood?
taking a dirt nap.
This is True Blood. I
True
recognize
Blood.
I recognize that voice.
I'm Mr. T.
Yo, okay. It took me a minute. I was like, no, it's True Blood. It's definitely.
No, it's Mr. T. What are you talking about?
Oh God, no, we're not playing this today. I see you through your disguise, Mr.
My
T,
disguise.
quote unquote.
Chat, this is the real Mr. T, right?
All right, I'm done with y'all. Hey, Rishi, take over right quick. I'll be right back.
You skeleton boy. I got one word for you.
What?
Punite.
Puniti.
All right.
That was True Blood.
No, it was Mr. T, bro.
That sounds like True Blood. There's no way. Can you spam the call-in chat again? We're gonna get a few more callers. Just a few more.
Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Shimona. Shimona. Have you guys seen the Nick Fuentes versus like I don't know, some Sydney chick? Oh man, I'd bring it up if I can. Let me see here, Nick Sydney Watson. That's her name. Sydney Watson.
Yo, I just saw Dick Chronic. I had to do a tactical roll over the bed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome the one, the only Lord Undead Chronic.
Yo.
Man, this Warband turkey better squirrel the fuck up. I mean, I don't like turkey, but I'll still baste you with some green zinc sauce. Where the fuck is turkey at? Come over here.
Get your
feathery ass over here.
Fool. I'll put you in the ground once
I'm gonna
again.
pluck your bitch ass turkey ass. Get your ass over here.
Can't do shit.
Oh, me and the boys just rolled up and killed your entire species 2 weeks ago. What you talking about, turkey bitch?
Nah, we resilient as fuck. We was dinosaurs.
We was dinos. We was dinos. Definitely need to make a Warband turkey in the comic book that betrays Chronic at Thanksgiving. So that's why he's got the feud. That turkey stole all my weed. But no, it's good timing for calling in. Shout out the Warband, shout out the chat, shout out Sir Yeetus, and you know you're hitting the numbers for the live streams are going up. I think the Brutas really like the morning streams, gives them some variety during the day.
Yeah, like the 7 a.m. Thing was not working at all. Like people were like, "Why are you making a video at 3 a.m., Sir Yeetus? What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just trying something new." But noon,
we get like one or two more Warband content creators that will stream for like an hour or two a day. We'll literally have the same amount of programming as CNN, MSNBC.
Literally.
It's the dream that one day we make just a Warband YouTube channel that just straight up mirrors all the streams and all the shit. So like 24/7 Warband content. You know, just turn it on in the nursery of the hospital, all the little babies being born, they like sleep in, they just hear roasts since day one.
But hey, Undead, have you seen the clip of Nick Fuentes versus Sydney Watson?
Yeah, I commented about that at the start of your stream. I wanted to ask you about it. I see up on Discord because I have a meme request about that situation. I actually have on my thumbnail for the live stream today. What's my live stream called? It's like wait, let me see what it's called because it's let's see, go live. It's like a picture of Sydney Watson and a picture of a feminist because they're basically the same. Yeah, so it's Trad Thoughts and SJWs are both feminists.
I agree, 1,000,000%.
True.
Yeah, and, so basically during this exchange, Yeetus, have you seen it? I think they did like an hour long talk or some shit, but one exchange is really hitting the YouTube sphere. It's Nick Fuentes like talking about how women are he's like sprinkling minor soft red pills, like trad cuck pills. And Sydney Watson's like, have you ever been with a woman? And Fuentes is like, no. And she's just like, don't you feel like your abhorrent beliefs are strange because you've never been with a woman? And she basically is like virgin shaming him. And Rishi, I want the inspirational quotes. Like it's like someone's face and then a black background and it's like a quote and then it like says who it is underneath of it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I want one of those. And I want it to say, you can't have an opinion on a woman if you haven't had meaningless, promiscuous sex before marriage. And then I want it, instead of by Sydney Watson, I want it to be by, quote, traditional anti-feminist YouTuber Sydney Watson.
Is that that lady in the red shirt?
In my thumbnail, yeah.
Yeah, that's good, man. He was making me laugh. I was tearing up.
I don't really agree with a lot of what he says, but like I don't watch that much Nick Fuentes. But Sydney Watson trying to virgin shame him. She's like, if you haven't had sex with a woman, you don't have opinions. You're not allowed to have opinions on feminist, like these feminist politics, whatever it is. I'm just like, look, he's actually traditionalist. You, Sydney Watson, you're a degenerate Aussie whore that's already hit 30. You're getting chubby. You're starting to blow up like a fat kid blowing into an air mattress too much.
Well, he was just trolling her at that point. Like it was.
I don't think it was trolling. Cool. He was trying to like give his perspective. And if you go just type in Sydney Watson, Nick Fuentes, it's like 30 YouTube channels. These small little conservative cucks going, Sydney Watson owns Nick Fuentes. Sydney Watson exposes incel Nick Fuentes. I'm just like, you guys listen to a woman. You unironically listen to a woman for her political beliefs. That makes you a bitch. I've never heard a single trad thought, conservative thought, any of these bitches give any new points, interesting arguments, anything. All they do is they take other dudes' content. I mean, Lauren Southern had guys writing scripts for her. They just mirror what the right wants to hear, and they shake their tits on camera, and then all these right-wing simps go, oh, my queen, let's donate. It's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, I definitely saw that show with Sydney, and I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of Nick's constant laughing. I just saw it as trolling because she wouldn't shut the fuck up half the time.
I think he was laughing because like Sydney Watson, to the majority of people, and that includes right-wing, left-wing normies, she's traditionalist. She's anti-feminist. No, she's not. No, she's not. And none of them are virgins. None of the anti-feminist YouTubers are virgins, so none of them are traditional. None of them are traditional, but they spend a whole lot of time on their YouTube channels pushing for men to act more traditional. Get out of here, bitch.
You going to have a segment on that today?
It's going to be the monologue.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like the
that's what it
title and the
is.
monologue. Yeah, and we'll do columns about it. I'm actually, I might take the time to write a pseudo script to fully strip the weak flesh off of Sydney Watson's spiritual corpse, and then clip it so people can just enjoy the truth about Sydney Watson and other quote unquote anti-feminists, because she's a feminist.
Don't you love it how they say that men who have sex with multiple women are dogs, and then turn around and shame virgins? Like, what?
I'm like, if Nick Fuentes isn't allowed to have an opinion on women's issues because he's a virgin, does that mean that male porn stars are the men you should look for to talk about women's issues?
You got a good point there.
Like, if I come out and was like, I got a body count of 400, I don't think it's probably between 100 and 200. Let's just say, what if I just dropped the Undead Chronic Pornhub link and I'm just all the dudes seeing all these nasty bitches I'm smashing around? Does that give me cred in Sydney Watson's eyes? No. So, like, it's women will use sexuality to roast you, whether or not you're a virgin, whether or not you're a horn dog. Whatever you are, they'll find a way to say you're not a man because of it. That's why we usually never, that's why most of civilizations throughout recorded human history didn't give a fuck what women said about male sexuality.
Yeah, my grandfather said, just don't listen to them.
Hey, that's good advice.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah, we need one more person to start making. Well, Rishi, he doesn't really get up that early, but I make my stuff at 1 o'clock Eastern time. You make yours
Like
six.
Yeah.
We need at least one more person. And then it's
Yeah,
pretty much
I'll
all
have
day.
to do some more band recruiting this month.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I wonder who you're going to choose next.
It's like Pokemon. It's like choose your starting Pokemon.
Yep.
It's just like the Ash goes up to the ball. Like, this ball smells like skunk. He opens it up. It's just smoke everywhere. You chose Undead Chronic. It's like, ugh. It like picks it on the ball. This one's sloshy. It's kind of like he like looks into it and opens it up. Like a bunch of vodka goes in his eyes. Ah! And really hops out. Hey, why did you take my drink?
Starts attacking him.
And like another ball, he's just like, what's in here? It's like rattling. He just shakes it. Ah! He opens it up. Yeetus comes out, pukes. Oh, why you shake the ball, you little bitch?
But hey, everybody look at Rishi's screen. That's
Yo.
her. Look how mad she is.
Yeah, dude, make that
I
into
think-
the meme.
Yeah, I
We
think
should-
that's
all three of
like,
us. Let's
perfect.
collab on the words here. I think it should be. I don't know if unless you're only men who have sex before marriage are allowed to talk on women's issues. I think that really that's the best way to frame her point, right? And then the credit can be all in quotations, traditional anti-feminist quote YouTuber Sydney Watson. Do you guys think that's the way to? I think that's a good meme. That's a good. What do you guys think of the chat? Is there a better way to say that? Only men who have sex before marriage are allowed to talk on women's issues.
Her logic is so fucked.
Well, it's just like, it's not because we're coming from the standpoint of men shouldn't have sex before marriage or women shouldn't have sex before marriage. I mean, I guess I'm just saying I'm not going to marry a non-virgin, but that doesn't mean women aren't allowed to throw their hymens away. I don't care. But she is like cloaking herself in tradition, cloaking herself in morality, cloaking herself in Christianity when like it's so obvious she doesn't believe it because she's using the left-oid talking point of if you're a virgin, you're not allowed to talk about this because I'm an empowered woman and I gave up my pussy easy.
That's why I tell men all the time, man. Hey, that saying that religious women are the freakiest, that's not a lie. They hide behind that religious wall.
I think
so
it depends on like what because there's girls who they're freaks and then they use religion as a cloak, and then there's religious girls who like trying to get a date, you got to like go through their dad's entire armory. He's like, now this is what I'd use if you catch her using head. This is what I do if I catch you, put it in her booty hole. I don't know what time I went on a date in high school, and this chick was blue collar, and her dad was like in the Navy, and he was just like, you joke, he's like, so should I show you the guns before you go on a date? I'm like, yeah. So I ended up looking at this dude's like collection of like he had a bunch of what was it? He only had like one shotgun. He had a bunch of handguns. I spent like an hour and a half talking to him about guns, and this girl's just like, Dad, I wanted to go on a date tonight. I went over to this chick's house and went on a date with her dad. Looking at the guns.
Literally, what did he tell her? Like, hey, wait, like I'm not done.
No, he literally told her to be quiet and to learn her place. He was talking about gun stuff with a man. I was like, maybe this girl's are straight right.
Damn.
I know. It's so funny.
You want a beer? Like, fuck it.
He's like 16. You want a beer, boy?
God, you must be in good graces with him if he's like, nah, we're gonna have a good conversation. We're gonna watch football.
You gotta know to play the room, right? So he was pretty conservative, pretty traditional in the old sense way of things. So the first thing I did was I asked her where her dad was, and I shook his hand. That's all it took for me to like he loved me. He was just like, oh, shoot my hand. Oh. These old boomers are so easy to get on the good side of.
And most men know, and I think you preached about it before, but I was told by my dad all the time, if you want to know who a girl is, definitely meet her family. Like that's
look how she treats her dad. That's all you really gotta do.
Pretty
That's
much
how she'll treat you.
And how she looks, look at her mom.
Oh no, for sure. No, for sure. For sure, look at her mom. That's like the best prediction of how she's gonna look.
And there's only a select tiny little bit, tiny amount of women that delay the wall. I'll admit that. All right.
Shout out to Yakashi Ronan. He says, if Cindy Watson believed in conservative values, she would have been married with kids for over a decade by now. At Undead Chronic, most conservatives are so weak nowadays. Well, they're I don't want to say the conservatives a name only. That's what a conservative is. The conservative is like, it's not a good word. If someone called me a conservative, I'd cringe. I'm like, what? The conservatives that they pay for their daughters to go to college and get like random trains on? Nah, I'm not that.
I have ideals of conservative.
Well, it's like we share values.
Point, yeah.
Like we share some values with the conservatives.
Yeah.
But like a conservative, quote unquote, anti-feminist isn't an anti-feminist. They're still a feminist. Yep, like you could say I'm anti-fifth wave feminism, but that's not the same as anti-feminist.
If you're allowed to vote, like you said, you're a feminist.
Hey, it's the language games they play with feminism is been pretty brutal. It's been pretty smart. The left likes to play these word games because they can't, that's how they fight. They fight with words. So like the old school was feminists are just people that think men and women should be equal. That's the thing they used for the longest time. But now I'm just like, hey, if you believe in the 19th, you're a feminist. And I'll call, and like literally the stat cells, like, I'm not a feminist. I'm like, do you think they should be able to vote? He's like, yeah, well, then you're a feminist. Like, own it. It's not, if you think it's a dirty word because the feminists act like crazy bitches, recognize where their ideology started from and own it. You're just not as extreme as a feminist as them. But have your little feminist civil war in the corner, you don't get the label of anti-feminist. You don't.
I have a question. Can you elaborate on why women that votes are considered feminists? Are you able to explain to the chat?
Oh, yeah. So, like, first wave feminism was the large-scale political movement for women to be allowed the right to vote. That's what it was.
Boom. But, there's 1,000 definitions out there these days. Like, they're always trying to move the goalposts.
It's like talking about the definition of, like, Christianity. What's the definition of Christianity? It's like, it's a long movement with a lot of phases and a lot of organizations and such. It's not just a one catch-all thing. They did some good PR saying it's just men and women are equal. Because how are you going to tell a woman she's not equal when you're equal in school, when you're equal in all these other things, and it won't get you pussy? You won't. Dude, the typical dude won't, especially if he wants some pussy. But, like, if you're an older, learned elder of society, if you're a valuable man and you step back and look at the results of all this, oh, yeah, this is disaster. This is an absolute disaster for men and women.
And it's crazy how they act all shocked that when those type of men successful, do what they had to do and they see society as disastrous, like it's over, they don't swoop in and try to save the day. They're like, you know what? Just let it burn.
I mean, like, if you want real equality, you would get rid of the welfare state, or at least only you just get rid of the welfare state, because what ends up happening is women can vote. They vote for their sisters, the women that fail, that fuck Chad and Tyrone, who get knocked up along with Jackson, Faxton, and Maxton, their worlds, bitches collecting an entire solar system up in this bitch. Oh, look, Ribby's here. Is that Chronic I hear? Half the Warband assembled here. Yeah, Ribby, I'm just drinking some coffee in between jobs here. I thought I'd jump on and preview the Cindy Watson debacle. We chatted about that. Yeah, Ribby. You call, hey, Ribby, get on the stream tonight, man. You got time. Just let me know, man. Just let me know. But what I was saying is, when you give women equality where they can vote, they vote to take men's money and give it to women that don't fuck them. How is that equality? They vote for supremacy. So, like, you give them equal votes, they vote for supremacist policies. So, like, maybe if you had, like, like only net taxpayers can vote, but women would never vote for that. They would never vote for that.
I'm just curious on how quick things will go nuts when we just take away the welfare, just yank that bitch. Like, society will go fucking nuts.
Take away all of it. Take away the welfare for Walmart, Target, and Amazon. Can you imagine how many American businesses have been stifled because some banker-esque lobbyist was sucking Congress cock, or sent his daughters or sent some whores to suck Congress cock and make them vote for regulations we've never heard about? No, seriously, like,
yeah,
the welfare is like, yeah, it's a single it's a single mothers and such, but it's also, we send billions of dollars of aid to Israel, and that's welfare for our defense contracting agencies.
So what would you? Okay, so question. So if we get rid of the welfare state, shouldn't they lower the taxes at that point? If we get rid of welfare in general, like,
what was it? Americans originally started a war over like a 7% tax increase on tea.
Yeah,
so,
the Revolutionary War. Yeah,
yeah, literally, they decided to shoot their government officers for like a 3% tax increase. If the Americans of old saw the taxes that Americans pay now, they'll
call us pussies.
They would spontaneously combust into bald eagles. I don't even know.
Honestly, they'll call the American people in general like, yo, y'all some wusses. Like, what the fuck?
Well, they're drug addicted, fat, consumerist fools. They just want to live an easy life in an easy system.
And right now, I can't speak too much on it, but I heard things are going crazy in New York right now. I can't specify, but hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, with the mandate?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like what? Almost 40% of black people aren't allowed in public now.
like literally, like it's at that point where
it's going to be 8 months, and like the freaking white nationalist anti-mandate party is going to get voted in, and one of their rallies is going to be a bunch of black people. They're like, yeah, fuck the mandates.
I'm telling
goose stepping around. The white Democrats are like, what's going on?
Yeah, black people don't give a fuck.
Hey, we can go out to the barbershop now. It's like it's like the political ad. It shows like a bunch of black families in a barbershop out eating chicken, no masks, and like the politicians walking down in a German World War II military uniform, like Zegel.
You're gonna be
throw it back at them.
You're gonna be hearing Mike Jones or Lil Jon just blasting, just had to have some Henny, If it ain't Henny out of one inning,
oh my gosh,
it'll be a whole block party.
Ribby says, our founding fathers did not fight for you to cuck Buddhas.
That's true. Yeah. We fucked up along the way. This is why I blame Sims way more than modern women, because the Sims created this whole mess. They created this whole fucking mess, all because I don't know. But people, they want to say that, oh well, yeah, the Sims, they decided to do this, but who raised these Sims? No. When men are old enough to know that, hey, doing this is a bad idea, especially if they are not willing to fight for the country, die for the country, why will you give those people the right to influence the government that they won't even fight or die for. Like it's insane to me. Like,
Yeah.
am
Well,
I
I mean,
wrong here? Or?
it's like the opposite is like what? No representation without taxation,
Yes.
right? So we basically have a bunch of people getting representation, but they don't really pay taxes as a group. But you get the opposite thing here, right? So you're saying, why should these people have influence of government that aren't willing to fight and die for their country? For men today, we realize we have no influence over the government, so we refuse to fight and die for this country.
Like you said before, it's going to be, what's it called? Afghanistan 2.0 eventually. Like, it's going to happen.
With a lot more banjo music.
A lot of banjo. I can see that happening. Like, oh, yep. I guess we know what we're going to do. Play that song, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
They have that chicken fried steak and fried whatever the fuck it is, fried catfish.
It's like chicken fried chicken, chicken fried steak, chicken fried. It's like chicken fried chicken. It's like I don't even know what's happening up in this damn Waffle House here.
You have a question though. Somebody's asking you a question.
Oh, what is it? Read it to me.
Undead Chronic. I gotta ask: do women realize they want supremacy? I can't always tell if they are secretly malicious or very stupid and misled.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. They feel entitled to supremacy over the majority of men. Like you tell a woman that women shouldn't be allowed to do anything, they will get pussy hurt and like, well, I'm a woman, so I should be treated as if we're living in the 1950s. Like they're like, open doors for me, give me money, 1950s. But then you ask if women should be allowed to work, she'll turn into a fifth wave feminist, like Sydney Watson. They want the best of everything because they inherently use shame to control men. They're not logically thinking about their positions. It's I'm a woman, and how dare you do anything that might hurt women? You must be an incel. You must be whatever. Now, some of them, yeah, I'm sure some know they're being supremacist. I'm sure some of them are real stupid. Again, all the girls I've had long relationships with basically came around to my position on the 19th, right? Because they submitted to me because they realized who is the better leader in the relationship. And what would be, and the best way to convince a woman of any of your personal political opinions, that this is just for me, is I don't think we should be taking refugees. Say it to some leftist woman. If you're not dating her, you're racist. If you're dating her, well, why? Because our kids will have to compete for jobs and housing. Oh, you're right. She only cares about herself and her children. So you got to frame all your arguments like that. I don't think the 19th is a good idea.
Hey, under Chronic. Do you know how many they sent to my state?
I don't know what state you're in, but
they sent around 122,000 that I know of.
Good. Let's hope they take out some white leftoids in the cities.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that because it's pretty bad over here. It's
like they're not sending enough to where they're actually going to be a major political military power. They're just going to add another small group to the crock pot. Good. Send them to the inner cities. Bring in 1 million Afghan refugees and put them next to all the Somali refugees in Minnesota. I don't care. Let them fight. Let me just live stream it so I can collect some super chats off it. My
state would be the first one that's under Sharia law.
I might have to move to it then.
You might have to move.
You'll see a green skid of mom. Hello.
Oh man, I can see you wearing the Afghani uniform.
It's like dressed like a desert sheik. I like to go in front of a crowd. I'm just like, I'm gonna say words I can only say in this state.
Like, Undead Chronic, it's snowing right now. What are you doing? Shut up. Trying to fit in.
I'd be like, I don't think Israel is the best thing in the world. And the crowd cheers. Every other state I get arrested.
They'll make you king.
Make me king. Oh, that's so funny.
That would be insane. That would be so insane, man. But yeah, there's some big things happening in the US right now. Not only with the gynocentric BS, but other things that what's happening in New York is they're getting very aggressive right now. Very aggressive.
They're trying to turn New York into a white liberal utopia.
it's very concerning. Like I like, yes, it's funny, but sometimes I'm like, all right, what's really going on? You know, like you said, they're really trying to make some type of utopia where, oh, everybody's anybody. It's a Barbie house. Yeah, just trust your government. Okay, just don't listen to the masses. Don't listen to the scientists. The government got you. Okay, that's a bad move. We saw what happened in other countries when they rely on their government for everything.
I mean, I've been preaching the rural pill for so long now, and you know, get firearms, get trained, get a rifle practice with it, and get out of the cities. Let the cities burn. And you know, Ribby says New York City is a jungle out here now, boys. Yeah, every time I think of New York City, I think back when they had like the subways flood. Did you see those images of like the black dirty water that the New Yorkers were walking through to get on the subway?
Yes.
Yeah. So as a Southern boy, the amount of New Yorkers hating on me, call me inbred, call me hick, call me redneck, all this shit, it was like my whole life to the max. So when I see these dirty, filthy, weak New Yorkers literally walking through shit water, I'm like, get in the water, you fucking rats. Drink some, you deserve it. I hate New York City. Only New Yorker I like is Ribby and his fam. But besides that, every single New Yorker I met has been a bitch. Every single one's been a bitch. I had a bitch from New York City tell me that New York City had better barbecue than Texas. I almost slapped the shit off this bitch. Yes. She's like, well, we have better barbecue in New York City. I was like, I stood up for the table. I was literally about to fight this, this Amazonian black woman.
I would have to process that for a second.
Like, I know. It's like, I was like, do you even have any cows up in New York City?
Bro, like, no. Down south is where it's at when it comes to barbecue. I don't, man. I'm gonna have to calm down. Oh, the audacity, and she's black. What the fuck?
It was like these people with no personality, no character. They make New York City their character if they leave New York City, and they just got to tell everybody how good New York City is and how good they are, and they can't wait to go back. So I hope she's swimming through rat shit right now in the subways.
Look at the chat. Oh man, bullshit. What, bitch? What?
Yep. Yeah. But I gotta go off and get back to my stuff. Rishi,
Yo,
thank you for crafting this beautiful meme.
I'll get it done today before the stream.
Amazing.
For sure.
Amazing. Yeetus, good luck with the stream and everything, man. Keep up the good work.
No problem. I'll stop by your stream today.
Dope. Peace.
Peace.
That was the one and only Undead Chronic. Back again with another visitation to my live stream. What you doing, Rishi? You've been pretty quiet.
I've just been working on this. I don't know. It's a little weird. I'm trying to get the image cut out.
But random question: What do you believe is the best barbecue?
What do you mean, like
where
the best barbecues?
Yeah. Where is it? Like
it's like
state?
in the state
or region. Region is good.
It's definitely the South, but I don't know. It's like hard because
Let me
like it's all about how the barbecue's made, right?
True.
Like there's some places that can just do it like amazingly, and like there's some places that do it like horribly. But
like New York.
Yeah.
Which state has the? Here, I'm gonna invite the other caller because he's been waiting for a while. Let me get him right quick. Of course,
Daddy.
Really?
Daddy.
No. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Where y'all even come from? What the fuck?
Daddy.
Mommy said that when a man loves a woman, they get together, and then 9 months later, a baby comes out. But you said that you were going to get rid of welfare.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get rid of welfare. What you
You
mean?
get rid of welfare, I won't have anywhere to sleep.
Oh no, man! I take care of my imaginary kids.
Jesus. How's he gonna eat, bro? If
He
you don't
doesn't
Daddy,
have to eat. He doesn't have a stomach.
but I still like Tennessee barbecue.
Well, I'm about to put on a poll right now.
See, there's Kansas City barbecue, which is different than Tennessee barbecue, which is different than Texas barbecue. It's all good, but New York sucks ass, Daddy.
Step up, Yeetus. That's what the chat says. Be a
Oh
real
no!
man.
Hey, yo, y'all can fuck off, all right, and listen to the poll. Go look at the poll right now, okay? Look at the poll. Which state has the best barbecue? I am curious about your answers. Choose the state that you believe has the best barbecue. Go ahead and vote. I'm curious.
But
Okay.
there's more choices than that, Daddy.
Well, okay. Stop saying that. Jesus. Pause. Hey, yo, like, Jesus.
There's lots of good barbecue out there.
Do you?
Mama's a fat bitch. She knows.
Those are the 4 main states that I know that have good barbecue. I'm not feeding a goddamn. Where the food's gonna go? Where's the food gonna go, either Hermit? I don't get it. He's a skeleton.
Yeah, feed your kid, Yeetus. Damn.
But do you have anything for the Warband before I move on to the next caller? Because yeah, it's getting like, come on, pause.
You know, I really want to know, are you going to come and see me for Christmas, Daddy?
Fuck no.
Damn, Yeetus. Not gonna see your kid?
Pooniti.
Who needy, you deadbeat bastard.
Food child.
Okay. I had to.
You deadbeat bastard.
that
Yeetus is
delivery.
heartless.
Yes, I don't have a heart. Like, what do you want me to do? Damn, he straight up called me dead. This is why I ain't ready for no kids yet. Fuck that. Fuck all that. You just bone some chick pull out next time, bro. I don't know how she can birth a whole skeleton, but here he is. Oh man. Ex-wife? Nah, fuck out of here. You never see me throw a ring at a bitch. Nah, fuck that. All right, let me see the poll so far. Let me see. Damn, y'all. Fuck all the states, right? God damn, y'all. Everybody's voting Texas. The other states can't get no love. You know, other states got some good barbecue. All right, let's go to the next caller. Kaiser.
Yo, Pooniti.
Pooniti. Do
Do
you have something for the... You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, your mic is kind of messing up right now.
How about now?
It's so messing up. All I'm hearing is BB boop bop.
All right, let me jump back then.
All right. Look at her. Cool. Sounds like a robot. Robo Kaiser. Oh man. But before I continue the stream, you already know I have to chill, all right? You already know what's gonna happen. Do you know what's gonna happen, Rishi?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna chill. That's what's gonna happen.
And you gotta show.
Yep, I gotta do it. It is what it is. I gotta do it. If you guys want to support my channel or the Warband, please donate to the link that I pin on top of the chat. All the money will go towards the Warband or the production of the channel. Okay. PayPal.me/Yeetus. It's going to go to artists, music producers, editors, artists, whatever we need, because we try and give the best quality content to you. Ain't that right, Rishi?
To you.
Look at him. Shameless capitalism time. Hey, high quality production is not free, unfortunately. We're not in a communist state. All right. I'm going to add the next caller. Real talk, what's going on?
Poon Yeety.
What do you do?
Okay.
So
Yeah, gonna stay on topic.
Yep. So when it comes to the topic today, right? Do you have an experience or a story where you're like, you know what? I see why men are adapting to the gynocentric situation, and it says, "Hey, I'm going to do self-preservation now. Fuck that. I'm done." Like, do you have a story, or do you know somebody else that got to that point where it's like, I'm not dealing with this no more. Like, it's too dangerous to deal with women. I have to adapt to the danger, which is modern women. Like, do you have any story or experience? You there, real talk? Did he die?
Yo.
Did you hear what I said?
Okay, you can hear me, right? Yeah, I heard what you said. All right, cool. Yeah, definitely. A cousin of mine, the guy was always heavier set, started getting into the gym, improving his physique, and pretty much moved back close to his original hometown after being away for a number of years. And he ran into like a childhood friend who kind of lived like a few fences away from him that he always had a crush on. So him always being more heavier set, this girl was like actually attracted to him for the first time in his life. At this point, he was Mr. Beta Bucks, you could say, but still trying to get to the most alpha version of himself. Shout out to BOA. But he straight up, improved his physique. You could say, no homo, went from 100% to 300%. Just all around looked way more healthier. You could tell his energy was different, but his heart, he hadn't gotten into savage mode yet. He didn't really have too many heartbreaks, always being heavier set, not a lot of experience. So I kind of compare him to the incel. He still did get some girls, but they were never the most favorable. They were, hogs eating at the trough. So basically he kind of falls for this girl real fast. Turns out she's a yoga instructor. She was like a few states away. Like, she was just visiting at home, but she was coming back and forth because I think like maybe a family member of hers was sick. More or less, she was like working and doing yoga and being at the gym around like, the high value male type dudes. And pretty much she played the fuck out of him. And I started sending him a lot of red pill content, getting his mind wrapped around it. But he pretty much realized, and this is the one thing I think all men need to realize, is that we've been told sugar, spice, everything nice. We give women the benefit of the doubt. They never give us the benefit of the doubt. They're programmed through the feminism that all men are essentially evil to a certain extent. It's like they invert reality. They make it as if we're the ones who are wired emotionally and they're the ones who are wired logically with that argument. But when you really take a step back, anytime there's that heartbreak, anytime there's like that getting smacked in the face with the red pill, the only way you get through to the other side, and how men are adapting today, is realizing that since the beginning of time, she was always the nemesis. They are the ones who typically side with evil So that's how men have truly swallowed, ingested, and pretty much shit out the red pill. It's not in a red pill rage going around their intestinal system anymore and tearing their hearts and emotions that are still tied to the past through needing closure, right? It's more or less like, hey, I took the red pill, I digested it, swallowed it. You know what I'm saying? I took all the nutrients I needed from the red pill. And when you shit out the red pill is when the moment you realize they're the ones who are the nemesis. Men, we're born with good hearts, good intentions. By nature, we want to protect, we want to provide. It's just built within our biology. They're the receivers. And another thing, I think you guys were mentioning earlier, I think about the men and the virgins, the incel, with that debate that was going on, how they'll move the goalpost in shame, right? The craziest thing is them being the receivers. Men, we have an exterior body part. You know, it's not our system can be cleaned. You know, it can be maintained. They have an interior. It can't be maintained. It's not a self-cleaning oven through the microchimerism or chimerism, however it's supposed to be produced. Or pronounced.
It's only the only way it can get clean is through period, but even then, it won't clear out everything. It won't.
Exactly. So as far as who should be allowed, not even allowed, but look at the biology. Through our testosterone, our sexual drive is 5 times more, right? So through the sexualization of culture, more and more clothes coming off, more and more porn and pretty much access to a virtual online platform for sex, men's sexual drive hasn't gone down, but the clothes have kept coming off. So naturally, the level of incels is going up. So there should be no debate about who should be allowed to be more promiscuous. Women should not be allowed promiscuity because we know biologically it wrecks their overall system. It's like a virus installed on a Windows XP computer. You're never going to get that hard drive back again.
I agree 1,000,000% what you said, man. Like, they really don't understand why men are just like, no, I don't want to deal with this anymore, because this self-destructive behavior, that man is going to have to deal with it down the line when she wants a serious relationship. He doesn't want to deal with all that baggage of you sleeping with hundreds of dudes. That will literally mess a woman's mind up, and they don't get that.
And think about how a guy gets to high value. He has to break his back. He has to go through so many mental barriers, so many physical barriers, so many financial barriers. And every single lesson, it's hard learned. You know, a lot of the times we have to learn the hard way. So most men, at the end of the day, they're just like, man, all that mileage. These women have a timing belt that needs to be changed at 80,000 miles minimum to 60,000 miles minimum to 100,000 miles maximum. And you're getting the car with 120,000 miles on that timing belt. It's ready to bust at any moment. And then the valves and the pistons are going to run into each other. And it's going to be, while it's on your hands, your dime, your time. And you're going to have to give away half for mistakenly buying a car where the timing belt and the engine was meant to explode. You know, it's like with a vehicle, you put a new timing belt on, you're ready to go. Women, they only are born with one timing belt.
I agree 1,000,000% what you said. Especially how much harder a man has to work. Why do you think men praise other men for getting the puniti? And why do you think pre-selection exists among women? In the sense of, if he already has a woman, he must have some type of value. So other women are going to go after that same man. Yeah, and the problem with that pre-selection is, you know, back in the day when our society had more morals, values, ethics, and the family unit, you know, by default was stronger, the men that were pre-qualifying, they were actually on their shit.
with how twisted and inverted society has become to where whatever the female desires is what's hip, what's hot, what's that is what's in. The status quo is the new fad that's in. So basically, if you're a dude and you want to fit within that system, you might have to start painting your nail polish black so you can be more attractive to women. Think about how many dudes today get pre-qualified by really not being stand-up dudes, by being like demons essentially. And it's like that evil, lustful desire that women have had since the beginning is truly manifested in a lot of, you can call them dirtbags, scum. The ones that Black Ram calls thuggo and them. And then the ones we call Chad and Tyrone. I mean, Chad and Tyrone, a lot of guys aspire to be it, but at the end of the day, you're pretty much doing everything in your power to attract women. You could be changing your looks to be super feminine. You could be doing so many different things that aren't truly masculine, aren't what the 1950s high value man who had pre-selection was doing. That's my thing, is how much has the pre-selected man changed as the female desire has changed? So that's another thing. Like, there's always a double-edged sword to men trying to catch up to where the goalpost has been moved by the women, and they don't even know before getting to that goalpost if it was the right decision to change their lives for said benefit. They didn't even know if it's a benefit or not, but they're doing it. So we got to really understand being pre-selected is cool and all, but are you being pre-selected by a wholesome woman? Are you being pre-selected by a low body count or a virgin woman? Or are you being pre-selected by a high mileage timing belt, gonna break the engine, explode woman who's gonna implode your life? So
it depends on what the man wants, because
for sure.
If he's just trying to fuck, he would not care.
Exactly. They're extracurricular activities. They're pump. Not. I mean, you pump, dump, let the creature dump. There's so many different variations that they've allowed us, man. That's another part of the freedom that we have now. Feminism has freed us from the obligations that the nuclear family had us set up for. So the growth that we have as men, that we build ourselves up to today, it's like you learn she's the nemesis as you're going through all these trials and tribulations as a man that this society has set you up for. You start a business, you start to apply yourself in the gym, you start to do something truly for yourself and the purpose on which you're here. And it's like you just start to see one pinhole of light, and then the whole thing opens up and you're blinded by the light. So like, I think a lot of guys got to focus on taking the red pill, digesting those nutrients of the red pill, letting it leave your system. You understand the red pill, you understand the black pill, you understand the real pill. But the most important thing is she's truly the nemesis. Men, we're not the nemesis.
Yep, I agree 1,000,000% what you just said, man. But I'm gonna have to move to the next caller.
For sure.
Waiting for a minute. Do you have anything for me, Rishi, or the Warband?
I promise never to get on the religious historical aspect again. I really pissed off Undead last night. I was just like had to throw my hat in there, but someone kind of got me. Someone kind of got the historical side out of me. I'm like, fuck, man. I shit all over the live stream, so I won't bring up religion or politics again.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. I personally wouldn't mind, as long as it correlates to the conversation.
For sure. I think the morning show, you have more of like you get on some ideologies, you get on like deeper thought. At night, when everyone's just got out of work and everyone's kind of winding down, it's meant for more entertainment. So yeah, you've been diving into a lot of topics that I think have opened up more of men's thinking process, the enlightenment going on for sure. Appreciate you guys.
No problem, man. Thank you for joining. Don't be afraid to join again, because there will be another live stream tomorrow.
For sure.
As many as I can before I get bored.
Keep up the good work, boys.
No problem, man. Puniti.
Un chocho.
All right, the guy that I was gonna invite, he just left.
Hmm.
Huh,
Huh.
interesting. Can
Intriguing.
you take over for a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Just spam the call in.
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough people to call in, if nobody wants to call in, then we'll just end it here. It is what it is. Can't really have unless you want to mess around, Rishi. Like you just talk about some stupid shit.
I don't know. I'm trying to. I'm getting this meme done.
All right, man. Yeah, this is the last round. So if you want to call in now. BRB. Oh, he's back.
Oh.
What's going on, man?
Yo, Puniti.
Oniti.
Yeah, my
Rishi-
bad about that, man. I was walking in the building. I've actually got to go back in.
So, do you got something quick for us, or anything you want to talk about? When it comes to the topic, or
Oh, yeah. Basically, with everything that's going on, literally think old school Conan. What is best in life? To crush your enemies? To drive them to their knees and hear the lamentation of their women? We are warriors. It's what we've always been designed to. We're designed to protect. But in this modern day and age and decadence, we're kind of screwed on that note.
Yep. I guess he just left. But like, what do you think is the path forward then for the individual guy?
For the individual guy, the herbivore men have it kind of right, but they are very soy in the same aspect. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, we know about the herbivore men.
Literally completely cut ourselves off until either A, they understand what they're talking about is bullshit and we need to coexist, or B, we just end up dealing with Fist of the North Star post-apocalypse.
Yep.
I agree. I agree 1,000,000%, man. So, do you deem that men are completely justified in walking away?
Oh, of course. I mean, it's in the same aspect of how our country was founded. We walked away from Great Britain. We literally started it violently, but we walked away from it and created our own society.
All right, man. I definitely agree with that. Do you have anything for me, Rishi, of the Warband before you head out?
Yes, most definitely. First off, Carolina barbecue if you enjoy vinegar based. Texas is good for sweet. KC, they sweet and smoky. That's good. But New Yorkers can eat a dick. They don't know nothing about barbecue.
Oh, so you're just gonna forget about Georgia?
Georgia, they good for, it's almost like a honey mustard type style that they come out with. They're Georgia Gold. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I do love me some barbecue though. Delicious.
Shoot, that's actually what I'm making as soon as I get home. I already got a pig roasting.
Oh, you already do?
I've got it sitting there in the slow cooker.
Man, how long did that take again? 8 hours? 10 hours?
Depending on your level of smoking, it can be anywhere. Considering it's only half, it's a good 8 to 9 hours. Full pig, and our pigs out here usually are anywhere between 30 to 50 pounds on average. You looking at 18.
So that pig is going to be pulled apart good. It's going to be very tender. But thank you for joining the chat, man, giving your piece. Definitely return if you can.
Oh, most definitely will, man. It's just I sit there and I try to catch up with y'all as soon as my break hits, man. To put in my 2 cents. But yeah, let me clock back in.
All right. Thank you, man.
Right. Peace.
Peace.
See, he knows his barbecue. Every time I mention barbecue, a lot of you guys just see Texas. No, there's barbecue in other states too. There's barbecue in other countries, especially Korean barbecue. I love that shit. I don't mess around when it comes to Korean barbecue. All right, we're gonna add this caller. What's going on, man?
It's a good day. I would put up your PayPal account again instead of that silly little barbecue thing.
Well, damn, that's silly.
Had you had your PayPal account up, I would have shilled for you.
Well, it should be up right now. What the hell? Oh yeah, it's still pinned. Let me show right quick.
Well, I can't remember your shill.
Well, I'm gonna show right now. If you guys want to support my channel, the Warband, please click on the link that I pinned on top of the chat. It is paypal.me/Sir Yeetus. All the money will go towards to the production of my channel or anything that the Warband needs, such as music producers, editors, artists, like anything that you can think of, because we want to give the best quality videos for you. Okay, we don't want to waste your time. We want to give the best production that we possibly can. Like, give it a couple years. We're gonna have some Michael Bay type videos. Just think about it. But all money will be very appreciated. Best believe.
Yo, what do you guys think about this?
Perfect. Do you see that, MGTOW Poet?
That is a very fine meme.
Hold up. What you know about soju, Michael? I know countless about soju. What you know about soju? Yeah, that's perfect. Man, I said before marriage, I'm allowed to talk on the logic sometimes. The logic.
Rishi, you are a treasure, an absolute treasure. The Warband appreciates you not enough.
Oh, so fuck me, right?
No, you're too bony to fuck.
How dare you? Oh, shit.
But I did not come here to discuss my carnal pleasures with skeletons. I came to impart ancient wisdom.
All right, let us hear it.
In days of old, when men were bold and condoms weren't invented, they'd put some socks around their cocks and children were prevented.
Oh, that's it?
Well, if you had listened to that type of wisdom, you wouldn't have a little bastard calling in.
Exactly.
Ooh, okay. Okay, wait. Is this True Blood again? You sneaky little you. This is True Blood. Oh, he got me again, twice in one stream.
No, man, this isn't True Blood. It's the MGTOW Poet.
I don't know,
So-
man. I don't know, because
That's
at this
right,
point,
the MGTOW poet.
Yeah. Do you have a channel, like an actual channel, or you just
I'm
do
working
you make
up to it.
videos?
He's planning on doing it, bro. He's an
Yeah,
up and
okay.
coming.
Yeah, I believe neither of you anymore. I gotta-
Yeah, we talked in the Discord. You don't know about it. I know him very well.
Oh, okay, okay. So he sounds similar. If that's the case, then my bad. Rishi, I don't know why you're laughing so hard. Now you motherfuckers. MGTOW Poet, do you have anything for the Warband before we head out?
I have nothing but warm feelings, well wishes, and be ungovernable. So, to be ungovernable, you must say one word. Together, my brothers. Poo-neety.
Poo-neety.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good day. Good day.
It's so aggressive. Who is that guy?
Who are you?
Where is he? All right, guys. That's gonna be our last caller for today. Do you have a summary, Rishi, about today's live stream, or?
Yeah. Just realize that it's a rigged game, gentlemen, and that you should not play a rigged game. If you can either walk away or you can play dirty. Either or works.
Rishi got secrets. He runs a secret society of mushrooms. Yeah, very similar to the Freemasons.
Exactly. Like, when are we gonna start our secret society? And we gotta start a rival.
I just see a bunch of Rishis everywhere. We are many. We are one. We are Rishi. Like, oh shit. that should be part of the comic. You're really drunk as hell. Like, what the fuck is happening?
We are many.
But let us end the stream with this, y'all. Okay. Men will not walk away in masses for no reason at all. Okay. We don't hate women. In fact, we actually we love women. We love traditional women, not the modern women. We love traditional women. Okay. But even traditional relationships cannot be sustained anymore because of the laws and all the simps, the white knights, the cops, and all that stuff. All those things makes it almost impossible to even have a good relationship with a traditional woman, because it's not when she will divorce you or not. It's the fact that she could divorce you at any time and destroy your whole life. Not even that. You don't have to be married. It's not when she will leave you or not. It's she can leave you at any time, and depending on a certain state, that's common law. They will deem you as married, and she can still take half your shit and everything else. It doesn't even have to be that. You can actually have just kids with this woman, and she can drag you for the next couple of decades for payments per month, ridiculous payments, depending on how much you work. And it's not even that. You can literally walk up to a woman just to see what's going on, just to say hi, because you're interested in her, and she can literally humiliate you in front of everybody, or she can ruin your reputation, or if she feels that uncomfortable, she can have law enforcement involved, and then you're going to act all confused on why you're in jail. And then they have the audacity why men are walking away and adapting to the situation. Okay, because we already know that this is a rigged game. It's rigged. Men cannot win. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter how much Chad you are. It doesn't matter what you have, what you do, etc. Because you see it all over the place. Okay, no matter what you do, the woman knows that she can literally end you at any time that she wants. And she's going to do it with no remorse. She will divorce you with no remorse. She'll take away your kids, your house, your dog, your car with no remorse. Okay?
Exactly.
That MGTOW was not created for no reason. Red Pill was not created for no reason. There's a reason why this philosophy exists, because it's been happening for decades. But now that men are just having enough and calling out all modern women's bullshit and not even want to deal with them anymore, now they have an issue. Ain't that some shit? So that should give you two things, right? Number one, in Western society, women are the danger. They are the danger itself. And men, we adapt pretty well when it comes to danger. We adapt, we thrive, we go to plan B. We literally, we that's what we do. Men, we have to adapt or perish. Okay. Women don't go through as many perils as men. It is what it is. That's facts. That's facts of life. They don't go through as many perils as men. They don't go through all the adversity, all the challenges and stuff that men go through. Men, we literally have no choice. So while we are just, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this no more. I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to dodge marriage. I'm going to dodge relationships. I'm going to dodge women in general. I'm going to dodge society. And that philosophy is getting bigger and bigger, gentlemen. Red pills are already mainstream. Just wait until MGTOW become mainstream. That's when shit's going to get real. We adapt, gentlemen, not because we want to. It's because we have no choice. All right. That is it. That is it, y'all. That is it for the live stream. Thank you for joining. You know, it was a good live stream, pretty short. You're going to do 2 hours this time, not 3. But we are going to leave it here. There will be a live stream tomorrow. And I hope you guys got your daily dose of red pills. And we're going to end it right here. And Risha, where you at?
Why are you doing that for?
Where's the cheers? Don't act. Come on, bro.
What do you mean?
I'm ending the stream.
You ended the stream.
Yes, right now.
Oh. Okay.
Come on, man.
Thanks for taking your daily dose of red pills. And cheers.
Epstein didn't kill himself.